It's Oleem, and basically I want to talk about uh, at what point in time growing up did we see ourselves in the mirror and think that's me, that's what I have to grow up with, this is what I'm gonna look like, this is who I am for the rest of my life. And this is to say that, or this is in a perspective where um, cosmetic surgery. Thank you. Oh my goodness. Oh my. My brain doesn't work sometimes. This is under an assumption that cosmetic surgery isn't seen in a child's perspective as an option yet. So basically, at what point in time, set aside cosmetic surgery, do we see ourselves as ourselves? Like, at what point in time do we give up trying to change ourselves or become comfortable with where we are? Or actually, it's not even being comfortable, because I know a lot of us aren't comfortable with what we see in the mirror. I for one have a lot of things I have a problem with, but I deal with it. I'm not going to change who I am. It's just who I grew up to be. But it's like also what we look like is based on the combination of our parents, and it's just we are who we are because of our parents. It's pretty fucked up, in my opinion, because it's like our names, they aren't our own. Our faces aren't even our own. We're just a combination of two people, and what they give to us when we grow up, or as we're growing up, and then what they can provide for us. And so, I talked before, or talked in the past about how not everyone is born with the same opportunities depending on location, like their financial situation, who they meet, where they go to school, uh, and also it's what they were born like. Our faces, like people are picked on as children depending on what they look like, and that's another thing that is just an opportunity that we either have or don't have given to us by our parents, or our life in general. And it's really unfortunate because I'm kind of one of the people that would just be like, I would gladly sacrifice myself for the betterment of humanity. And so, if we were basically, this is pretty twisted, but it's like if we bred humans to be more intelligent and more healthy, like we would allow certain people to breed, I guess, and then some people are no longer allowed to reproduce, that kind of thing. If I wasn't chosen to be able to live anymore, I'd be like, okay, that's fine, or be able to produce anymore, reproduce anymore, because it's like I want humanity to become stronger as a species, but it's like even then, no matter how much you try to improve something or make something better, there's always going to be something people will tear apart or pick at. Like you can have a line of nearly perfect things, but someone will always be there and be like, "Well, this one is slightly off," and and that slightly off thing will tarnish it in the perspective and minds of other people because someone said it. And it's just like no matter how perfect you try to make something, uh, it won't be perfect. And talking about perfection, a lot of times people say nobody is perfect, and I find that to be a complete bullshit because we are exactly as we should be. If you follow nature, like I talked about this just earlier, we are what our parents made us. We are the combination of the two, what opportunities they gave us, what they taught us, or what they didn't teach us, who we met, what we saw in our lives, our experiences. We are exactly who we should be because of everything we've ever experienced in our life. And we're perfect because of it. I mean, the thing, like, I told, like, nobody's perfect is literally people picking out the flaws that they what they deem as flaws in other people, like, and that's why even if I try to better humanity or society, there's always going to be people that will pick out its flaws and try to just tarnish it. And it's like, why are you trying to be a problem instead of trying to help better the future? And that's a lot of things people do these days. They just try to tear things down rather than help build a better future. They just quickly give up, or they're quickly to not even criticize, just quickly to insult rather than try to improve. And it's something that bothered me for a very long time, and I'm still bothered by it. It's just, why do people do this? And I oftentimes I want to give up. And I do. I just do nothing with my life. I don't care about many things. And it's just, what can I do? I can do a lot. That's the thing. I can do a lot. But I don't want to go outside. I don't want to meet people. I don't want to talk. I don't want to type anymore. My hands are tired. I'm tired. I'm just not into it anymore. I don't read anymore like I used to. I used to love reading, and now I'm just in a daze, just going from one thing to another, just trying to just waste time, I guess. And I'm tired. Tired of dealing with all the things in our lives that we have to go through, our daily lives. We go, and that's another thing, we go day to day. That's how we live our lives. It's not we don't live for the future. We live for today. We live for tomorrow. And then we live for that day. And then we live for tomorrow again. That's all we do. We aren't a species. The human race has the ability of higher intelligence than any creature on this planet. It can plan, it can think, it can rationalize, it can make all sorts of technology that allows me to make this video and and go into space and all this crazy shit. Yet here we are, still going day to day rather than each person helping build towards a future. Like, we literally go day to day in hopes that we'll find someone to spend our future with, and then create children that go day to day, repeating the same monotonous goal of nothing. We just go day to day hoping we find something. And it's just like, why is the human race so fucking pathetic? Like, we have so much capability, yet we stop so short. And the thing is we can't just change it, because people don't know how to survive without that type of mentality right now. And I have no idea how to change that mentality. Because the thing is the entire world can instantly change in a day. The world can change in a day if enough people want to change it. The thing is getting everyone together and doing it. And the reason why the world changed so fast in the past was because people died young. Like, you have a tyrant, they get assassinated, instant change. Instant change. But today, we don't see it as an option. And it's just crazy how, as technology grows, us as humans, we strive for a more peaceful solution, as it should. But when it comes to change, we're still behind. We're much slower changing than we were in the past. And the thing is that in the past, though, because basically in the past, people stuck with one mentality their entire life. From what I've seen in documentaries and just in life in general, I'm not going to explain my experiences, but people tend to stick with one mentality, and as like they'll have that the entire time they grow old. So it's like the younger generation will eventually rebel against the older generation, but they can't really do anything until the older generation dies off or loses its power. And it's just like, But now people are living longer, change is happening slower. And in America, we have a two-party system, which is horrible. And so change is happening even slower than it should. Because now we just go back and forth between two different radical viewpoints on what to do with our country. And it's just, why did it become like this? Like, where the fuck was a person like me back then trying to fix the world? Oh, right, he was fucking powerless and he gave up. Just like I am. Have a good day.